Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Kim, and in this session we'll be practicing 60 minutes of Yin Yoga. In this session, props aren't necessary. However, you may find a block, 2 blocks, a strap, blanket, any sort of prop may be helpful for you. However, again, it's totally not necessary for this session. As with any practice, please take it at your own pace. You don't have to push into every posture to your edge. If anything, it's best to start off a little off of your edge, and then as we stay in a pose longer, then you can adjust as needed. You can go further, you can go back. Everything is optional. So as they say, listen to your body. Your breath will help you determine whether you've gone too far or not far enough. So yeah, that's the practice. Attuning to what we need in every moment, within every breath, within every posture, within every. You can skip a posture, you can modify, you can use props, you can do anything. This session was originally recorded over Zoom live. I did a little live yin session with my mom and 2 friends the other day, and so the quality of the audio is not consistent with my other videos, so I apologize for that. The next session I'll try using my mic because I was using my earbud. Next time I'll try using my lapel mic for the session, and I think that should help make it more consistent in terms of quality. If you enjoy this session or if you find any of the content on this channel helpful, please leave a comment. I would love to meet and hear from you, and give a like. It definitely helps people find this video who may find it helpful. Also share it with anyone who you may find this channel, this video helpful. And if you're not already, please subscribe or consider subscribing for more sessions and other yoga related videos. And thank you already for all who have already subscribed. I see you, I hear you, and I'm so glad that we get to practice together. And with all that said, let's begin our practice. And we'll begin laying down on our backs. So find your way on your back. And then send your legs up towards the sky into a waterfall pose. Adjust your spine, shoulders as needed to lay comfortably. And let's try this. Draw your heels to touch first. Just notice the slight engagement necessary in your inner thighs to maintain that. And then to make this slightly more restorative, separate your heels about hip width distance so that your heels and knees are directly over your hips, kind of like the points of your hips. Just relax the ankles, the toes. Soften through your hands. Soften through the breath, the eyes. Just allow yourself to arrive. This posture is great after a long day, before bed. If you can't sleep, just pop up into this pose. You can use a bed or a wall. It's even good in the morning as well. And just notice your breath as it is. No need to change it or force anything. Just allow it to be soft throughout the next hour. If any thoughts or noise come by, distractions, that's okay. Simply notice them and return your attention to your breath. Take a breath in, fill up, and stay with the exhale. Bend your knees, plant your heels onto the earth, and then slide your feet down onto your mat so that your heels are at the edges, the corners, and then reach your arms over your head to the corners of your mat. So feet and arms, hands reaching towards the edges of your mat, kind of like a starfish shape. Just a few breaths here. Notice your hips. A little more space after compressing them from the last posture. And yin, we really notice the subtleties energetically, physically, much different from our regular vinyasa yang practice. Or maybe yin is your regular. For me, vinyasa is regular. And then keep your left leg where it is. Just draw your right heel to meet your left. Keep your left arm where it is and reach, maybe lift your upper torso, reach your right hand over towards your left hand. So we're in a banana shape called banana asana. Keep rooted through both hips. Option to cross your right ankle over your left and grab your right wrist with your left hand. Gentle, subtle stretch in our right side. And once you have the posture, optimize your energy. Only use what you need right now. Release everything else, whether it's in the body, the mind. Keep the breath even, samavritti, same inhale in, same exhale out. When you happen to notice an exhale and a little more release, take a breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale. Free your right hand and your right leg back into the starfish pose. So legs and arms in opposite corners. And a few breaths here back to neutral, just to observe left and right.
And then we move to the other side. Keep your right arm, right leg where they are. Just meet your left leg to meet the right. Perhaps lift the shoulders to softening through the connective tissue or fascia. Take a breath in, fill up, and stay for the exhale. Gently release your leg and your arm back into your starfish pose. Again, a few breaths here to observe what's shifted, what's present. And then bend your knees, hug your knees in towards your chest. Roll over to your right side. And then gently press yourself up to a seat. Do Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose or butterfly pose in yin. Touch the soles of your feet to touch. You can play around with the angle of your knees depending on your flexibility today. You can always sit on a block or blanket. I'm going to use a block for as we fold. And again, if you don't have a block, that's okay. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then keep your spine long. As you exhale, hinge from your hips. Once you find the depth in your hips, then you can round your spine, either lower forehead to block, maybe even 2 blocks or blanket. I can't reach it right now. It's okay. And then elbows onto your knees to help facilitate. Use them as weight to help opening the hips. With every exhale, softening through the hips, asking your hips permission to open, to release. Stay with the breath. Complete the exhales in order to prepare for the inhale. My teacher says that usually the last bit of the exhale is where a lot of the work happens, because we tend to unconsciously hold on. So using your breath consciously, complete, empty out. Take a breath in, fill up, and stay for the exhale. Gently lift yourself back up to a seat. Keep your right leg where it is. Bend your left knee and just swing it back behind you. Oh, not behind you, more to your side. Okay, this is deer pose. And parallel your right shin in front of you. If your knee is sensitive, you can always place a blanket under or decrease rather the angle. But as best as you can, try to create 290-degree angles with your legs. Flex your feet. Square your chest towards the front of your mat. And you can either stay here, deer pose, or begin to hinge forward, recline down either onto a block, elbows, or to the earth. Eventually, forehead will reach. As long as you feel the stretch in your right hip, you're getting all the benefits. Wherever you are, stay with your breath. Breathe through any discomfort. As my teacher says, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Notice where you may be unnecessarily holding tension, maybe in your hands, your jaw, your feet, the eyes, the mind. Use your breath to soften and release. About halfway on this side. Either stay where you are, or maybe you can go a little deeper. Lowering down to your elbows, maybe forehead, nose, chin down. Be with every breath, every inhale, every exhale. And take a breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale. If you've lowered down, gently press yourself back up onto your palms. Lean into your right hip, swing your left leg back around, forward. And then we switch. Lean into your left hip, pull your right foot in towards you, and then send your knee out to the side. Can't really see here, but you guys get the picture. Again, observe each side is inevitably different. So perhaps this side is tighter, you need to shorten, or it's more flexible, again, attuned to your body. Eventually both knees are 90 degrees, feet are flexed. And then square your chest towards your front leg, inhale. Stay here, or as you exhale, begin to hinge forward over your front leg. Hands can go either on a block or towards the earth. Maybe you stay on the block for the first half and then change later. Usually with yin, it's good to take the step before your edge. And then as we stay longer, getting deeper and loosening up the fascia, we find we can go further. But one step at a time. About halfway on this side, either stay or adjust, either going back or going further. Imagine there's a lung inside of your left hip. As you breathe in, breathing space into your left hip. And as you exhale, emptying, releasing your left hip. Inhale, fill up. Stay for the exhale. Mindfully press yourself back up onto your palms. And then swing your right leg out to the side. Extend the left leg out as well. Take firefly pose. Keep your legs active, flex your feet up. If you have a block, great place for a block. And then notice your hips. As you tilt forward, tilt your pelvis forward as if you're pouring a bowl of soup, a soup that you don't like. And then crawl your hands forward. Stay here or lower down onto block, maybe onto the earth. Again, great place for your forehead, block under forehead. Again, doesn't matter how far you go or not go. Just try to keep your legs straight. Yeah. As long as you feel stretch into your inner thighs, your hips, you're again receiving all the benefits. While you keep the legs active, soften anything else. Again, always optimizing our effort, our energy, tapping into the yin energy, which is more soft, receptive. Notice any resistance in the body, in the mind. Notice if your mind is thinking about, when are we leaving? When is when is she gonna say, get out of the posture? They say once you want to get out of the posture, that's when the posture begins. Training ourselves to be steady despite circumstances, temptations. Inhale, fill up. Stay for the exhale, empty. Carefully press yourself up to your seat. Bend your knees, cross your legs, and then roll over your knees. Find your way onto your belly. Send your legs back. Lower your chest down. And then lift up onto your elbows for Sphinx pose. So elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Draw your feet as wide as your mat. This will help give space in your low back. Relax your hips, relax your belly, and send your gaze straight forward. Just like Sphinx, little Sphinx. The effort here, the little bit of yang here is in the elbows, pressing down to support lifting our spine. Soften through your jaw, your throat, your tongue, the back of your tongue. Let's do a few neck rolls. Inhale, send your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, draw left ear, left shoulder, press down through right elbow. Chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder, press into left elbow. And then chin to sky. Let's do one more round, this direction. Exhale to the left. To the right, inhale. And then exhale, draw chin to chest. Slow down your circle to switch directions. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, chin to sky. Soften throat, jaw. Right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep going. Do one more round this direction. Keep the eyes soft. Next time your chin is to your chest. Hang there for a moment. Stretch the back of your neck. Press your elbows down firmly. And then draw your gaze back up to center. Separate your palms to the edges of your mat. Seal pose. Lift your elbows off. Again, soften your back, soften your glutes. Option to gaze up. And then gently slide your hands to forward until you're all the way down to your belly. Draw your arms out to a T or goal post. I don't have space here, so I'll goal post my arms. Drop your left ear to your mat, gaze to your right. And then bend your right leg, lift your right knee, and then draw your right toes over to your left side body. Your toes may reach the earth, it may not, that's okay. Bend your left knee to find more support. Find a deep stretch into your left side, your left shoulder. Also stretch into your right hip. Try to relax the shoulder, relax the hip. Option to stay here. Option to take a half spine, reach your right hand to the sky. Face your palm behind you, and then press the back of your hand to your low back. Open up through your right chest, kind of like a chest expansion. Or it is a chest expansion. Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. If you have the half bind, release the bind. Plant your hand onto the earth. Uncross your right knee, back onto the earth, back onto your belly. Just stack your hands over one another. Create a pillow for your forehead. Again, back to neutral to observe. Allow the blood flow to return into your left side. And then let's switch. Drop your right ear to the mat. Either go post or draw your arms out to a T. Lift or bend your left knee. And then cross your left toes over to your right side. Again, option to bend your right leg for more support. Relax your right shoulder, your left hip. Option for half bind, reach your left hand to sky. Rotate your palm behind you and then plant your back of your left hand to your low back. It's fantastic stretch, counter our normal posture on the computer, on our phones. There's a saying that yoga is the practice of undoing rather than doing. We're undoing all that we do to find balance. If you feel tingling in your arm, your shoulder, that's okay. No, it's temporary. And take a breath in, inhale. Stay for the exhale. If you have the bind, release the bind. Release your knee back onto the earth. Come back onto your belly. Again, pillow for your head. Stack your hands. Rest your forehead onto your hands. Relax your legs, your body. And just simply observe. In yin, we do a lot of compressing, especially as we hold it for such a long time. We compress glands, lymph nodes, all of that. And then when we release, that's a lot of the magic that happens. Release your hands from underneath you. And then draw your hands along, kind of like a Superman. It's kind of dark now. I think you can still see me. Superman, so arms and legs opposite directions, and then roll over to your right side. So you're laying down on your right side. Bend your knees towards you. Lift on your head onto your right hand. So you're laying on your side, resting your head onto your hand. A little stretch into our right side body, the costals. Wherever you feel it, you'll experience differently. It's called Vishnu's pose. Vishnu is one of the main 3 deities in Hinduism. Preserver. Option to stay here. Option to lift your left leg towards the sky, flex the foot, and then grab for the back of your left leg. If you have a strap, you can wrap the strap around your foot and pull your leg in. If you can reach your foot, grab the foot or big toe. But behind the thigh is okay. This gentle stretch. As you pull in, use your hand, your arm as weight to stretch your leg. Imagine you're just sitting on a couch, chilling. If you have your foot, release your foot, knees to touch. Free your head from your hand. Just roll over back onto your belly, onto the other side. Roll over to your left side. I'm going to flip over so I can face you all. So leaning on the left side, bend your left elbow, lift your head, and plant your head onto your hand. Knees are bent for more stability. And breathe into your left side. Gentle, subtle stretch. Relax your head, your neck. Option to stay here. Option to lift your right leg, straighten your right leg towards the sky, flex the foot. And either grab for the back of the thigh, pull in, back of the calf, ankle, eventually the foot or the toe. You can also use a strap if you have a strap or towel. And use your arm, your leg, or your arm and your foot, your arm and your hand. Oh, it's that time of day. As weight, yeah. Use as weight to pull your leg in gently, even if it's just a millimeter, half a millimeter with every exhale. If you have the leg, release the leg. Draw your knees back to touch. Release your head, your hand. Just find your way onto your back. Roll over onto your back. Plant the heels by your glutes, hip width distance. Set up bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Again, feet hip width distance apart towards your glutes. And then inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Roll your tailbone forward. Interlace your fingers underneath you and shimmy your shoulders under. Chest expansion. Use your legs. Relax your back. Your chest will move towards your chin. Then your chin away from your chest. Keep the space in your throat open. And take a breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale. Release the bind. Release your hips back to the earth. And let's do twisted roots. So draw your knees over your hips. Cross your right leg over the left. If you can do double bind or just cross. Draw your arms out to a T or goalpost by your side. And then lower your knees over to your left side. If the twist is a lot on your knees or your hips, you can uncross and do easy twist. If your neck permits, gaze towards your right shoulder, your right arm. Inhale, fill up. Stay for exhale, empty. Return your knees back to center. Uncross your legs, shake them out. Again, allow the blood flow to return. And then the other side, cross your left leg over your right, either double bind or simple cross or no cross. Lower your knees over to your right side for twisted root. Gaze gently towards your left elbow. Soften the breath, soften your eyes. Inhale, fill up. Stay for exhale. Draw your knees back to center. Uncross the legs, shake them out. Once again, shake out. Thank you, legs. Thank you, feet. And then hug your knees into your chest, ball pose, forehead to your knees, cross your arms. If you can reach, kiss your knees perhaps. Mwah, mwah. Thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, self. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your legs, free your arms. Shavasana, make any adjustments to lay comfortably. You can use props, maybe blocks under the shins, towel over the eyes. If it's cold where you are, you can draw a blanket over you. Wherever you are, stay with your breath. Let go of any control of it. Simply notice it as it is right now. When you happen to notice, exhale, and a little more ease and relaxation. Relax your legs, your hips, belly. Relax your chest and arms, shoulders, neck. Relax your jaw, your tongue, the back of your tongue. Relax your ears, your scalp, the top of your head, relax. And relax your eyes, the backs of your eyes, space between your eyebrows. Again, if any thoughts, noise, distractions come by, that's okay. Acknowledge them, thank them, and draw your awareness back to your breath. Acknowledge them, thank them, and draw your awareness back to your breath. Take a soft inhalation. Relax, exhale. Take a slightly deeper inhale. Relax, exhale. Full breath in, fill up. Full breath out, empty. Begin to awaken physical body, wiggle your toes, fingers, eyebrows. And reach your arms overhead. Pull your knees into your chest and roll over to your right side for fetal position. Use your bicep as a pillow. One last moment, surrender. Maintaining this sense of ease, gently press yourself up to a seat. Any seat where you can sit with a tall spine. Sit with a tall spine. And connect your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra, our divine offering. Thank you for sharing your practice, your breath, your presence. Thank you, thank you. Extend this gratitude out to your neighbors who are also practicing, whether at this time or in another time. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to all our teachers, their teachers, the lineage of this practice, all that it offers our lives and the lives around us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Connect your thumbs between your eyebrows, seat of intuition, honoring the light, the ease, the peace, and balance within yourself and within each other. I see me, I see you. That's what we mean when we say namaste. Namaste.
Wherever you are, whoever you are, however you are, may you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. And may you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you be well.